Hello YouTubers, welcome back to my channel. It's Arya here. So today I'm going to be talking about a medication that I've been on for quite a while. It's called Buspirone. I believe that is the generic, and then the brand name is Buspar. So this medication was prescribed to me last year, and it was prescribed to me for anxiety, and I started off really at a small dose because for me I'm very sensitive to medication, so usually smaller doses are very effective for me. So I would take about, I'm trying to remember, I think I got up to maybe 2 or 4 milligrams. I'm not sure, but I started off at a really low dose, like I think half a milligram, and it was twice a day. So I would take it in like the late afternoon and then the evening, and this medication worked for me. I don't know how, because for me, I'm very particular about what medications work with my body, but for me Buspirone didn't give me any bad side effects, maybe a little bit of dry mouth, but other than that, like, I felt calmer about like a week and a half in. I felt the difference. I felt calmer and less anxious, less irritable, and less agitated, which is great because for me, when I don't feel like, when I have anxiety, I get really anxious too, and I get really irritable, and I feel like my heart is always racing, and I just feel on edge, like the fight response. That's what I feel like. That's what my body feels like. So Buspirone really helped calm all of that down for me. Like, I didn't feel so off the wall. Like, I felt stable and like level-headed, you know. So I didn't have so many changes in my behavior. So yeah, so it worked for me, and this is after I had tried so many antidepressants, and yeah, so yeah, the only negative side effects with Buspirone, I would say, were the dry mouth that I had, maybe a little bit of stomach upset. I'm trying to remember back. And now I've been prescribed 15 milligrams twice a day. And I don't take that much though. I take about half of that. And usually at night. So for me, the problem I have is keeping with my medications, because I am taking quite a bit, so it's hard for me to stay on schedule, especially when my medications change. Then it just messes up my whole routine, and then I have to start all over again, and like changing my schedule, and that doesn't help, right? So I kind of stopped it, but now I feel like this month my anxiety has been really high, and I don't like it because, especially with like the pandemic, I just feel like if I'm going into like a store with a room full of people, I just feel really anxious, and well, wearing my mask is hard because I can't breathe that well anymore. It's just like, I think, a combination of things, like my heart rate, anxiety, and then I have asthma too, so that doesn't help. So yeah, so I need to start taking Buspirone again, and I actually started to last night. I took 7.5 milligrams. That doesn't sound about, no, because 7. Yeah, 7. Well, oh yeah, 7. Okay, so anyways, I just took half of a 15 milligram tablet, and I'm gonna start taking it again because it's one of the medications that has worked very well for me. And yeah, if you guys have any experience with Buspar, feel free to leave any comments down below. Let me know how it went for you, if you had any bad side effects, if you liked it, if it didn't really help. I've read mixed reviews about Buspar, that it didn't really help some people, but other people it did. So it's, you know, it could be like more of the hit or miss. But for me, for some reason, like, I've tried so many antidepressants, mostly SSRIs, and they just don't help. as much. So for me, what's really helped has been Buspar. Yeah, so go ahead and feel free to click the subscribe button, and if you guys have any other questions, leave them down below. But for Buspar, I'm very happy with this medication, so I'm gonna go ahead and start it again, because I can feel myself getting just very, very anxious, and I'm not the kind of person that gets anxious going to like the grocery store or being around people, but you know, now, like with this pandemic, I guess I just feel very like claustrophobic, and like I want to avoid people, and then I don't feel comfortable being around people. So it could be a little bit of social anxiety, which I haven't had before. It's just more like generalized anxiety. Yeah, so the last thing I wanted to show you guys was my t-shirt. I'm wearing a CRPS awareness t-shirt, which I got off of Amazon. So here's the little ribbon. So for CRPS, it's orange, and it says hope. There's a butterfly, and it says complex regional pain syndrome awareness, and that's coming up in November, so there's still quite a bit of time until then. So yeah, so you know, like wearing these t-shirts kind of helped me. I have like 3 t-shirts that are like in support of CRPS survivors and warriors and stuff. Well, they call them warriors, yeah, because it is a battle. So yeah, I will put down a link below to, well, I got this t-shirt off of Amazon, so I'll try to put a link down below. I don't know if they'll have the same one, but I'll include a link, okay? Well, you guys, if you guys have any questions, feel free to leave them down below. Feel free to share your experiences that you've had with Buspar too, and I will see you next time, okay? Bye guys.